things happen. Like I think the Jan Blachowicz one, and the refs are throwing themselves in between the fighters, and I felt like that didn't look the best. I
So you
mean,
feel like the controversy should be more on, you don't think the ref stopped it as early as he could have?
I felt like he was in bad position. That's
Okay.
Yeah, that he stopped it as soon as he could, but
Yeah.
the position he was in, he had to grab him from behind instead of like throwing himself between, where he would either block the punches or do the ref thing and stop him throwing them. I think he could have let up on the punches. I think it was pretty obvious that he was out. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You go
I
to
mean,
the whistle. You can't like really, if he's being pulled off and he's running towards him, still throwing the punches, then I get it. But
yeah.
yeah,
But
it's
yeah, I feel like as soon as he was touched by the ref, he let up.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, you can't really plan for it, but the ref was still in a bad spot
Yeah.
for
He was
flying
definitely
the
taken by
knockout.
surprise. You could
Yeah,
tell.
yeah. So, but yeah, I get it though, and people are showing clips of other fighters like letting up and everything, and I get it. I don't know though. You gotta go till the ref gets you.
Yep. I agree. I heard him interviewed after the fight, and Jorge was like, "I get paid to throw punches until the ref pulls me off. That's what I did."
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you can't refute that point at all. So
And remember, these two guys are from completely different lineages. So Ben Askren is from the wrestling world since middle school, or maybe even elementary school. A highly like structured environment. Jorge was doing those backyard brawls with Kimbo Slice. You know, like they're different fighters, and I think that's what Jorge's kind of trying to say. He's like, Ben, you can talk crap to people, but maybe you might not want to be talking crap to me. Like you can talk crap
yeah.
to your other wrestlers, like DC and that kind of stuff, but he's like, I don't think you want to be talking crap to me.
Now,
So
did you see once Ben Askren got out of the hospital? Um, I think it was he tweeted. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and he tweeted um, three simple words, and all he said was, "Well, that sucked."
yeah, yeah, I liked it and retweeted it.
Oh
'Cause,
my god, that's
yeah,
that's got to be one of the best responses to
yeah,
being the recipient of the fastest knockout in UFC history.
yeah. I think it's a good way to go out too. It's
Absolutely, you
yeah,
can't take it any
yeah,
much more humble.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
that was
Yeah,
great.
yeah, it was awesome. Amanda Nunes just showing that she has no competition in bantamweight right now, getting a knockout over Holly Holm. And then the main event, which I watched the fight. Maybe I was being biased at somehow or something. Maybe I need to rewatch the fight. But I had Thiago winning 3 rounds over 2 over John Jones. I I
Mm.
I felt like he injured his knee in the first round, so his stability was off, and he would fall every now and then when he would throw like a kick or anything, but it wasn't due to John doing it. I felt like that might have encouraged the refs to go more towards John, but if you look at yeah, I don't know. I had Thiago winning 3 rounds to 2. Um, would I want to be that ref that gives it to Thiago if it's 3 rounds to 2 and it's a very close fight? Probably not. That's where I probably give the incumbent the nod. It's like you got to do a little more if it's against a fighter that's essentially 26-0 and won no contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just got to do more. I'm not going to be the judge that throws it on some kind of decision. So, yeah, that's where I'm on in that one. But I think looking at it, I was trying to be objective. I had Thiago winning 3 rounds to 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard anything about that fight or anything, but
Not a whole lot.
yeah, man. So, like I was saying though, if you put $5 in Thiago, if Johnny Walker or another person is coming up and they're going to be fighting John Jones, you might want to put $10 against it because he's starting to look like he's beatable.
And that's something we love to see. The unbeatens or the barely beatens, not having just a 1 in the loss column.
Yeah, well, his 1 came because he was disqualified for doing illegal elbows, and he was dominating the fight. Yeah, so he's essentially 26 and won no contest because he popped hot. So he's really kind of like 27-0.
Yeah,
yeah, but he looked not beatable before, but now he against Thiago he looked beatable. So, all right, man, let's get to this draft.
Let's do it.
All right, we're doing four fights. 4 fights or 3? What do you want to do? 4 fights?
Let's do 4.
All right.
We might as well. There's a lot of players in the NBA.
4 UFC fights. It's going to be current NBA players. We're matching them up against each other. Adam's going to pick first, and then we're going to do snake style.
Snake style. I like it. Shoot. I don't know if I want to save my number 1 until one of the last fights, but I'm going to go with it right away. I'm going with the King James himself, LeBron.
Oh, okay.
Has a never really that physical of fights, but definitely has a lot of scuffles. And I think that the physicality of that guy, he would definitely be a force to be reckoned with in an octagon.
All right. Well, I'm switching up my strategy a bit, and I'm going to take Giannis, the Greek Freak, to go against LeBron. LeBron he's getting to the age where he's going to start being chinny, and I think Giannis, especially with his reach, will be able to take. I have King James as one of my fighters, though, so it's a good pick. I do think this is probably worthy of a main event.
Yeah, this has got to be the main event. I mean, this is a damn good fight. Both extremely athletic guys, and both MVPs. Would be extremely scary to meet up with in the ring.
Yeah, and Giannis in the off season, he posts videos of him working out. So I don't know if he can throw any punches or anything, but that's yet to be seen if LeBron can.
That's true.
All right, the next
round 2.
Yeah, the guy I have, I am gonna go. Oof, man, I don't know I don't know which ones I want to go with. I have 2 here I really like. I am gonna do Steven Adams, the center for the Thunder, the guy from New Zealand, who ESPN had an article that he is the strongest NBA player physically right now.
Gosh, man, that's tough because I have a guy in mind that I wanted to go with. But I know I have the first pick in the next round, so I think I'm going to save him for the next round.
Right.
Because I feel like I got to match up size-wise with Steven Adams.
Yeah. Well, you do, because you can't get outreached by him. And Steven Adams looks like Jason Momoa. I don't know if you've seen him.
he absolutely does.
Just like the dude. Yeah.
You know what? I feel like for this one, I got to go center versus center. I'm going to go with DeMarcus Cousins.
Okay.
The newly acquired Los Angeles Laker.
I was looking at him too, Boogie Cousins. I feel like Steven would be able to have better footwork than him and be able to point strike him. I think.
I agree with that. I feel like he would be a little lighter on his feet.
Yeah.
But DeMarcus, like I said, I had to match up size for size.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure. All right, man.
Now, with my next pick, I'm going to go with Serge Ibaka.
Man,
I don't know if you've seen some of his fight highlights, but he's got some good ones.
Yeah?
Yeah. I watched a video a while back. I forget who it was against. Let me see. See if I can look this up. It was versus someone on the Cavaliers, but he gets pushed to the floor and just goes for him and hand around his neck, pushes him into the basket, and then they just start throwing blows. Not many of them land,
Yeah.
because I mean they're NBA players and not really trained to land punches, but they're throwing blows. They're scrapping. So I'm going Serge Ibaka.
All right, man. So who I'm gonna pick? I'm gonna pick Blake Griffin to go against Serge Ibaka.
You know what? I feel like that's a damn good matchup. I feel like we're picking really well, like size for size.
Yeah, yeah.
Not obviously not perfect, but really well.
Blake's given up some size, but yeah, I mean Serge was on my thing too. I just the strength. It could be really even with strength too.
Yeah.
I don't know what that match would look like. I just thought it'd be funny to take Blake Griffin from you too. So that's one of the big things. My next pick, the dark horse, Aaron Gordon. He is for the Magic, I believe, is a power forward. He's 6'9", and if you follow his Instagram, I believe it is, he trains boxing. So he has some boxing in him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm a little worried making this pick going up against a power forward because I'm going to go with a guard right now.
Oh gosh.
Guard small forward kind of combo. I'm going to go with Marcus Smart from the Boston Celtics. Actually, I don't know if he's on the Celtics anymore.
Well,
I don't know if he was a free agent or not.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, he's been a just kind of a thug attitude since he was with Texas in college. He's not afraid to get nasty, and even though he might be smaller than Aaron Gordon, dude's pretty scary.
All right then, that wraps up the fights. You got anything else?
I want to give an honorable mention. I think if the matchup was there, like if you would have picked a smaller guy first, I think that Rajon Rondo is a scary dude for like a small guy. Obviously, he's not that small because he's in the NBA still. He's still, I think, like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Actually, maybe bigger than 6'2". But for the NBA, that's kind of like on the smaller side of things.
Right.
But
yeah, no, my honorable mentions were just tall guys. Dwight Howard.